Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from today. So today we have Nandini, Sam, Andrews, Deepthi, Praveen, and me, Kavya Nelson. So today we are going to discuss about what if we could uh, stop surviving and start living again. Sorry, I heard an echo, so that's why I stopped. So the topic is what if we could stop surviving and start living our life again, right? Like a lot of us are stuck in that loop where you wait for your paycheck, we are living paycheck to paycheck, and like you wait for those that 3% raise every year, right? And you get the income, but it all goes just to pay the bills, and again we repeat this every year, right? So we are going down in debt, but we also don't want to do anything new, so we are stuck in that cycle, right? So today we are going to discuss about how we can come out of that, right? So all of us that you see on the panel, we have been there. We were stuck in that cycle too, but we thought of doing something different rather than being stuck, right? So yeah, thank you. So let me start with Nandini. What do you
Yeah,
have to say?
so thank you, Kavya, for that. So I saw my parents really struggle. My father worked in a company called first with McKinnon McKenzie that did trading, shipping, and then with Chia Tires, an Italian company that made tires. And I really saw him trading his time for money. All he did was go from paycheck to paycheck, and therefore my mother also became an educator, and that's all they did. And it broke my heart. I saw them do this at the day they died. And I think I made an inward vow to myself at that time that that's not going to be my life. So I have actually never lived like that. I've always worked in a time freedom way, my style, and when I could work, I've worked. When I felt like taking a break, I've taken a break. So I don't think I've ever lived in that survival mode. I've always lived my life to its fullest 100% because I chose that, seeing their example. But in 2020, my savings all finished. So I was forced to look at some other type of earnings. And that's how I came to this digital business, where again, we don't survive here. We really live 100%. So I feel this has been a total blessing, and it's the best thing that's happened to me. So yeah, so don't trade your time for money. Don't trade your life just playing paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. Your life is worth much more than that. Thank you, Kavya.
Awesome. Thank you, Nandini. And yeah, most of us, we don't understand what we are going through, right? Like we all think that this is how life is going to be, but we don't know that it's just surviving, right? You're just surviving with your income. You're just waiting for your paycheck every year, every month, and you're waiting for that uh, very little raise every year. And that's not living. You can live your life with a with that freedom, right? So we've understood that once we started this business, and we have seen the potential of how you can actually live your life to the fullest. So thank you, Nandini. Andrews, what do you have to say? You're on mute, Andrews.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Um, so survival mode. So for me, I think I've been in that situation until last year. So what happened was after I got graduated, finishing my masters, so I looked for a job, and then everyone, you do all your education just to secure a job, right? So I did that. Started as a grad engineer, reached to a senior project engineer level, and then we're getting good enough salaries, and always busy with the projects. So, but the end, when it comes to like family, once I had baby, and then wife is here, and I started facing. I was literally used to wait for my paycheck. Like I get paid weekly, so I'll wait for that, and that's how I used to manage all my expenses. So and always I had a fear that okay, what if my job is lost or something, and then how do I survive? How do I take care of my family, and then how to meet my expenses? So I never had that satisfaction because I worked. Probably when I do excel in a particular task to finish, I get appreciated. Okay, that's what I get, but they don't pay me extra money for that. So, but at the end, I know my struggles, like what I used to tell, like my base salary is good, but I know what my expenses are. So basically, I was living in a survival mode. And then it has come to a point where I realized like how to upscale and what to do. Then I quit my job, just took break, and I started this business. When I started this business, I started exploring about not to make money but explore about myself. I came to know about what my worth is and how should I leverage about my time and then my efforts. So if I do that same thing in the job in the survival mode, I get appreciated but no money, right? So but here I know because I get money because of my value, my time, and my efforts. So I think that's what I realized, and I think coming out of that survival mode not only helped me with the income, but also about the well-being about myself. So it was really, I tell proudly that I took this decision to come out of that survival mode and living this life. And I know it wasn't easy in the beginning, it took time, uh, but at this level I'm happy.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Andrews. And like you said, and I always say this on my page too, that when like if you think that you have more value, like if you think that you have more potential, don't be stuck in your job, right? There is a lot of things. There are many things that you can do. So I always tell people, if you think that you have the potential to do more, try this business, because like you said, you put your effort, you put your time, and the effort and time you put, you get the value for that. Not you're just not restricted with that particular income, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for that, Andres. So let's go with Ruchika, Dr. Ruchika.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Kavya. My name is Ruchika, and I am a family physician. I work in Calgary, Canada, and I've been doing this business for a year. Um, so, my thoughts on this are that as we start earning, first of all, as Nandini said, that we see our parents struggling throughout their life, paycheck to paycheck, and always in a like a survival mode, that this something will come and then you will spend. So in my position, I want to say that as people grow in their business or as they start earning, their expenses go up proportionately. So it's not that, okay, you say that this person is earning a lot, but the expenses are higher. And we kind of become a machine. We are like getting up, going to work 9 to 5, 9 to 6, coming back, eating dinner, and rarely we get time. Like for me, the time is a real big problem. So when I joined this business, I wanted to have this time freedom where I know I can earn, but I could be sitting in my clinic for hours and hours, but where's the time? I'm just losing my time. So people who are looking for time freedom, they should explore this business as well, because you may be very skilled and you can work and earn quite a lot, but what are you losing? You're losing your family time and all the golden years that you could travel or have some fun. So I think this is a great platform if you're looking for both financial and time freedom. Thank you.
That's nice. A very good point there, Rizika. Like, this is not about just, we are not just talking about people who are surviving just with the less income, right? You're also there. This is a different point where people are earning very well, but they don't have the time, right? So that is also like one kind of surviving where you have to go to your job to get that income, right? Otherwise, you will not be getting that income. So where is your time freedom? Why are you earning that six-figure income or more? what are you doing with that income? That's what matters. So are you living the life with that income you're making, or do you think that if you don't go for your job tomorrow, or your, even if you have a business, traditional business, if you don't go and be there physically, do you think you can earn the same income without you being present? Right, so having a passive income would actually help you earn even without your presence, because you have set up your business already and it is running in the back end, and you can live your life, you can be with your children, you can be spend time with your family and still earn on the side. That's how you can live your life to the fullest, right? So that is where time freedom comes into picture. So if, even if you're earning six figures, this is one thing that you have to give a thought about, right? Thank you. So let's go with Praveen.
Hello everyone. So I'm Praveen. I live in Texas. I'm engineer by profession. So living a life on our own terms is different to everyone. So for me, living my life on my term will be different to others. For example, so I want to live a life where I don't want to wake up to the alarm clock. So I want to wake up like after 10 hours or 11 hours of sleep. I just want to wake up, relax. And most importantly, I want to have a breakfast in a relaxed manner rather than having the breakfast on the go and then going out and then enjoying the nature for a while and then having a healthy lunch made up of organic ingredients, obviously not cooked by myself, cooked by someone else, and then in the evening going and enjoying with the friends, having doing some volunteering or chatting with the friends, and then in the night relaxing. See, I can do this with the help of my job, the income that I make from my job for a day or for a week, even for a month. After that, my savings will drain out and my employer will not allow me. I will not have the time to enjoy all these things. So obviously, I have to go back to work. But what if I have something that is recharging my account? And then I don't have to worry. For example, consider if I have like $10,000, if I visit my friends and family in India with my family, that $10,000 will drain out. So soon after I come in, I need to cut down all those expenses and try to build that $10,000 again. And then next year, if I go back to India again, it will drain out. So this is kind of repeated cycle. So if I consider there is something that is recharging my account wherever I go on vacation, the money will not drain out. So it will be keep building up, then only I will realize that I'm living my life. I'm not surviving my life. So, so this is a kind of opportunity that we are in that will help us to live the life that we really want. So most of the time, I understand like all the immigrants in living in different countries, this is a situation. They look for the cheapest fare in the flight. No one have the guts to go fly in the business class because they don't want the money to drain out. So even after the retirement we can live our life, but once you see that money draining out of your account you get stressed out. So because that's a mentality of all those middle class people including myself. So find out an opportunity where that will recharge your account so that you can live your life and enjoy your life. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Praveen. And when you said about waking up whenever you want and everything, it's that's how the slow, like you start your day slow and you enjoy your day, right? Like I've felt that, I've experienced that now after doing this business for these many years. I know one of the main reason, again, when I started the business, I used to say this in my on my in my videos on my page, that I don't have to wake up to the alarm clock. I'm not a morning person, right? I want to wake up at my own time, and that's possible now. I am doing that now, and it's and everybody nowadays are in a hurry. They wake up in the morning, like Praveen said, you are in a hurry to have your breakfast, you don't know what you're eating, you just eat something and you just go, because you have to catch a bus, or you have to go to your office at that time, particular time. So everybody are in a hurry, right? So though you're earning so much, you're in a hurry to, like, you don't know how you can enjoy your life, right? Like, so that is the main reason you need to have something coming passively, and maybe like Praveen said, something that recharges your account even without you going and like doing that job, right? So you enjoy your day and still your bank account is getting recharged. So yeah, thank you for that, Praveen. So Dr. Nandini, what do you have to say? uh,
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Kavya. So good to connect again. So today's topic, hello, I'm Dr. Nandini Halder for everybody. I'm an obstetrician and gynecologist, and for 13 years I've worked in the UK, NHS UK. So today's topic, why we stay in the survival mode and forget to live our life. You ask a child, they'll say, is that an option at all? Living a life is what comes naturally to us. But over the years, over many experiences, painful, difficult challenges, trauma, or seeing people going through difficult conditions, we do imbibe these. And over time, we tend to put up a makeup, boys, girls, everybody, put up a wall, put up a facade that and be in a defensive mode. We forget to be our original self, and this platform is all about pulling all those walls down so that we can be our natural self and enjoy life all over again. Like for me, pretty much long part, maybe almost 50% of my life I've spent in UK, and away from my loved ones, away from my family, in the lookout of what? In the lookout of better pastures, better living, better income, everything. But again, changing situations do come. And when you tend to realize what actually matters and you re-evaluate your entire life, what actually matters, what gives you happiness. And today I'm in the phase of life after my father going far, after a lot of health crisis, I do realize that there's nothing bigger important, more important than our family, than our health. And as a God's blessings, when this platform came up, I saw I can enjoy all that and not compromise any bit of it. So this platform has already started giving me the income that I was looking for, and the flexibility that I can do that, better earning, get the better life anywhere, and stay near my loved ones. So that has actually brought already the joy that I was looking forward to. Now, regarding whenever we are on the survival mode, we are compromising, and over time society do train us how to please people. We do things, we are in the survival mode mainly because we want to please a lot of norms and expectations of the society, and tend to, and that over time you're in the survival mode looking at the bigger objectives, that you have to get this much cash, you have to be this, you have to be in certain image that society is looking forward to. But over time you'll be very resentful at yourself, at everybody, so you won't be able to serve people much in that way. So it's all about, this platform will bring you back the small joys of life, because that's what living is about, bringing the focus back to small joys so that the bigger joys will be taken care of by itself. And like Robbins would say that whenever in your life you have been very happy, just remember that time. What were the things you were doing different than if you are not happy? Like Praveen said, a meal that's not cooked by myself, simple things can relieve you of that and feel that you have got back your life. So a slow morning, having a cuppa without a rush, being with your kids, giving them, not telling them I'm in a rush at every point. Maybe you're really giving 10 minutes, but maybe within that time you have said 10 times that, you know what, I'm in a rush, I have to go. So that feeling of rush will go away. So if you remember all those small things and try to imbibe them, and it's all bringing back the concept of self-care. Self-care is never selfish. Self-care is about so that you are better, happier a person and can cater to others better. So with that, I stop there. Kavya, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nandini. Yeah, so have the time to enjoy that small joys that you get in your life, right? So, and when you spoke about children and being in a hurry to go to your job and everything, I remember Deepa. Deepa, do you have that experience?
Hello, everyone. Good morning. So, my name is Deepa. I'm an MRI tech by profession. I'm here in UAE for the past 14 years. So, that's about me. And yeah, this Kavya was right. This was happening with me. Like until one and a half years back, there when I start this business, but still I'm working. But my perspective changed because now I have a hope that this business that I built it parallelly with my job. I nourish it with my job, and it's almost flourishing it in a good way. So this is a hope for me that any time now, if I want, I can stop my job. So this is what I almost ended up the survival mode. So when I heard this topic, suddenly, as Nandini said, the same thing came into my mind because I also saw how my parents were struggling because I belongs to a lower middle class family because my father used to go daily for work, and that money was our bread. So I observed that many days when this his work is not there, when he will not get any work, it affects us seriously. And at that time itself, I was thinking that maybe I wanted to change my life. So I didn't have any idea in my wildest dreams about like doing something other than a job because I didn't saw anyone too much because what I saw, those people who were doing any kind of business, I saw the losing story. That just registered in my mind that businesses means no, that is not my cup of tea because it will be a losing game. So I don't want to be that because I saw that people were like constantly in a debt even though they are running business. But as I grow up, I was thinking that okay, I will get better education, so I will get better job, so I will not be like my parents. I can support them good like that. So fast forward, I got a good education, I got good qualification to work in UAE, I got licensed, and I started working there. So now my life is like in my when I was in India, that time what was the luxuries that I think in my life that came into reality here in UAE. That means I have a good house to live with, even though it is rented. I have a car, even though it was in UAE. Generally, people we are not planning to continuously live here for more years. So we generally people are not buying fresh cars and that. So I also got a second hand car, but that was also the kind of car that I like. So for me, I was at one point I thought that yeah, these things owns my luxury, it was my reality. But deep inside, whenever I sit in my car for a long time, because I don't know, if we really love something and if we really have that, we must be happy. But surprisingly, when I sit in my car for a long time, it is not giving me any joy. I was thinking, what this, when I live in this house and when I go to enjoy the food outside and everything, it is not giving me joy. Or what is this? It is because of the monotonous life. So even though because this surviving mode make me like mechanical life, I miss the like the moments with my kids, as Praveen said, the slow mornings and too much chatting with them, even though they will tell me like why you are every time going for duty, like these questions. And when they grow up, they just stopped asking because they knows that even if they tell, I will go. I already told them, even if you told, I have to go. There is no other option because we belongs to medical field. So when there is an on-call duty came in between, I will be gathered by them, but still I have to go. So then later, when I find this business opportunity, I as I told before, I got a hope that yeah, I can do things differently. So the thing is that in our survival mode, like as Praveen said, we are just doing things, but we are not enjoying that. Um, our expression will be like neutral, like because we knows that if we didn't go, the things that or if we didn't do the things that we are doing, we are not enjoying, but we are for the sake of that we are doing. So after I, and here in our survival mode, like nobody appreciate us for the work or the things that we are doing. Nobody appreciate, even though how great we did things, also no appreciation, even by words. So financially, don't imagine. uh,
Yeah.
and like because of that we hate surviving mode, but still we have to do something to. One second.
Okay. That's the, what do you say?
Okay, so
Working
sorry.
from home. Yeah.
So when I came into this business, surprisingly, even though the small things that we do, we will get appreciation. So inner we are like a child. Everybody wants that small words of appreciation. It just make our day. Like for example, when Nandini all the time she's saying, Deepa, what you did was correct. In my mind, did I did that much great thing? But when I hear from her, I feel like even though I didn't do big things, I feel like, oh, that will make my day. So from my survival mode work, I will never ever get all these things. So when I got this business, I know that until that time I was thinking, what is my special skill or anything I have? I was thinking I don't have any special talent. Like out in this society, people are making money out of it. So I put a tagline inside my brain that you don't have any special talents or anything to, later after I came this business, like I observed that they will teach us all the skills, and they will teach us how to, how to polish and how to bring it up. So this is what survival mode to living mode. Now I'm just enjoying each and everything that I'm doing this business. So that is why it's not making me cranky. Even though how see today itself it was my day off, but usually in my day off I will sleep till 10 o'clock, but here I wake up early to attend for this discussion. So I didn't wake up with a cranky mood. I was so excited for that. Yesterday night itself, I made up my mind for that. So that is the difference. When you really enjoy the things, yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for that, Deepa. A lot of things that you said, many people can relate to it. I think, like many people think that starting a business is losing money, right? And a lot of people also think that no, I don't have any skills. I let me stick to my job. But even for me, I have realized that like after I started this business, I realized I have so much of skills, right? I had never used all these skills. Like I have never, not even I didn't even know that I had the skill of like I can talk like this, I can come in public and I can post all those things. Like being creative is like I was in shock when I thought, okay, I can think of it. I made this video. So all those things, I think it has come out after we started the business, right? So yeah, thank you for that, Deepa. So Sam, what do you have to say?
Thank you, Kavya. So I guess I just want to ask a question. When have you guys ever, stood in a spot and thought, in life, is this it? And that was me, right? I was doing everything right. I was paying my bills. I was, I guess, making enough money to get me through the month, paycheck to paycheck or whatever. But I stood at a point and I was thinking to myself, is this it, right? Because I'm not getting to, I guess, in my terms, I'd say, experience God's creation out there. Those views when you find, when you hike and those amazing places out there in the world. And, I found myself in a place where I was not able to serve or give back to the community. And that's when I realized that I was in this loop, and the other name I would give to that loop is the survival mode, right? When you're in the survival mode for far too long, it becomes a natural mode, and that's how life just started feeling like, if I'm not gonna live in the survival mode, then I'm probably not doing yeah, I'm probably not doing something right. But that's when I realized that I had to break the loop in order for me to start living. And this business gave me that opportunity, right? And it's through this business, through the digital world out there, I was able to think beyond 9 to 5 and think of something where I can build and start living. That would give me the freedom to start living. And the way I see this also, the way I was able to get into this was by stop doubting it, by stopping, the way I looked at things, and the way I doubted things, and being curious about it, and getting into the point of asking, why not try this, right? So today, the best thing that I've seen so far is that everybody sharing their stories. They start in a place of, how things were, and at the end of the story, everybody had a smile on their face. It's, they say we were in survival mode, but then when they say we got into this living mode, I could see the smiles. That's the joy that we get when we move from survival to living. And I guess for those out there who are still surviving, I would ask them these questions. Why wait for perfect time? While you could look for it or find it now, or why, stop? Why not stop doubting and start asking? And why not stop surviving and start living? So it's not just about money, it's about life. It's what, you get out of this, and it's the happiness that you get out of this. So I would really encourage people to, I guess, start living for themselves instead of, surviving for the world out there. So yeah.
Thank you. That was great, Sam. Thank you. Great points. Do you have the time to enjoy God's creation? Right.
Yeah,
So
I
have you
do.
gone out and looked at the world? Right. Are you just stuck at your home doing things every day, the routine things? Is that your life, or do you want to do things outside that loop? Right. Thank you for that, Sam. So Dipti, let's end it with your talk, Dipti. You're on mute.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so hi everyone. My name is Dipti. I'm from Calgary, Canada, and I'm a stay at home mom. My point is little different because I'm being a mom. So like I felt like my life has become the same routine, wake up early in the morning, packing lunch for my kids, dropping kids to school, and then picking up the kids and then making dinners and go to bed, the same routine for all days. It feels like you are surviving but not truly living. I think most of the moms can relate to me. After becoming a mom, I put my career on hold to take care of my kids and support my husband while he worked on his professional goals. And I don't regret that decision because even I started working to support him financially. But somewhere along the way, I got lost. I went from being the confident, educated woman with dreams to just being a mom or wife. And I started feel invisible, like I had no identity on my own. And then one day I paused and I asked myself, am I just going to keep surviving like this forever? Or when I'm going to start living? These questions change everything for me, and I realized I wasn't being fair for myself. I wanted to feel alive again, rebuild my confidence and create something for my own. And then that's when I found this digital business, and I didn't need to leave my home or compromise my role as a mom. I just needed a phone, wi-fi and willingness to learn. I found a community, a path and new purpose through my digital business. It gave me more than income. It gave me my identity back. It reminded me like that it's okay to dream, to grow and want more from the life, from my life. So I just want to say one last thing: stop surviving, start living again. Just imagine what's possible if you say yes to yourself, even if you are just being like ordinary mom like me. Believe me, if I can do this, you can do this too. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Dipti. Like Dipti said, say yes to yourself, right? Like give yourself another chance. you can do it, you can do something different. And it's this, like, now Deepti's story is like story of many other moms, right? Like all the stay-at-home moms who would have quit their career and they are looking after their children. They are okay to do that, but they also will feel that if I had something of my own, if I was financially independent, something like that, right? So this is a business that has given the opportunity for a lot of moms out there, right? Like Deepti, who has found them, who have found themselves after starting this business, who have thought, who have got to know that, okay, I have this ability now, I can do this too, right? And they are financially supporting their family now, and that's a proud moment for a lot of women out there, right? That's another very good point there, Deepti. So thank you. Anybody else want to add anything more? Yes, Deepa. Huh.
Yeah, when Dipti said like this, one thing, it's we can take it as a piece of advice, but still there is one thing for, especially for stay-at-home moms, not only for stay-at-home moms, for every ladies, especially ladies, like for stay-at-home moms, maybe they are thinking that, yeah, right now my husband have good pay, and or why I should do work or anything, or even though she have deep desire inside to earn her own, but she almost suppressed that one. But still, just imagine, um, you one time for a vacation, or for going a trip, or for a house renovation, you just hand over your husband considerably big amount of money and saying that, yeah, this is from my part, my contribution for our family. You know how ease will be that husband's side, you know how relaxed he will be, or how proud he will be. So this is what we have to think, this is how we have to think. Or like a family gathering, and you are the one who's sponsoring in front of all those people who thought that you are just nothing, just a stay-at-home mom without any value or anything. So you can stand with your head high. And another thing is that, not related to this subject, that little piece of joys and all. If in your childhood, or when you are growing up, the things that used to give you joy, that may be a special sweet, okay, in the childhood itself, or some sweet or some food that you get from a shop which has been since long years, or a song, okay. When we hear that song, we used to feel very happy, we don't know why. Or when we eat that food, we used to be very happy. If that things is not making you happy now, that means you have to seriously think about your mental health. And for making a good mental health, actually, financially so crucial. I'm not saying that I am so greedy for money. No, not like that. Money is the base of most of the things. If you have money, you can get all those things. Now, the criticizing people, maybe they will ask, no, money is not everything. Money is cannot buy blah blah blah. No, if you dig deep inside, money is something that it will provide us physical and mental well-being and everything. But money is not actually everything. Ultimately, we have to be happy. But to make us happy, we have to be stress-free, debt-free, and we need to have this mentality to enjoy even smallest things. And another one is that what this business offer me, like I know that there is after 1 year or like that, I can able to quit my job, I can do the life that I'm aiming for, like the peaceful life, like I can travel around the world. You know what, after joining this business, I got friends from all the different parts of the world. If I go any country, I have a free accommodation and I have somebody to help me. So this is
Wow.
this is the benefit I have from this business. So that is not a bad thing, because if I stay in my job, I will get only the local, I mean the local friends only. Here I have, in one country itself I have multiple friends. And
Yeah.
if I feel I need to de-stress myself, I will talk to my, now most than my colleagues, I have more connection with my teammates, so Nandini and Kavya and Deepti and Praveen. Whenever we have discussions before coming to this live, we actually have a chat before that, and here we are sharing a lot of things, and we are laughing a lot. So these are very valuable. That's
Yes.
it.
Like, like counseling
I want
everyday
just
session. Yes, Nandini.
So I just want to say that happiness is your birthright. Everybody, happiness is your birthright. So if you're not living a life with your birthright, what are you doing? And I want to say one more thing. I'm so proud of my team. I'm so proud of each and every one of them for the way they speak, for their authenticity, and for bringing their vulnerability to the table. And I don't know many other groups who do this. So thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Nandini.
I want to
Thank you.
say something, Gavya.
Yes.
So it's basically whoever is watching or whatever, just ask yourself, why were you born? Like, what was the reason for your birth? Okay, whether it's like you want to become a doctor, civil engineer, or any technicians, or any professions you take, are you born just to become that? I mean, and then question yourself, are you enjoying? And then why are you still continuing doing that thing now? So probably you might, like, you may have other passions, and why are you not doing that? So for example, like when I was a student, I used to do a lot of part-time jobs, and then I had a best time. I used to enjoy a lot. I had a lot of time, as well as I used to manage my education, and then I mean, like, doing my courses and spending money, and also I used to enjoy a lot with my friends. But coming to now, I think my salary is like 4 5 times more than that, but I don't have time. So my day, I was in a loop, like where my day starts at 5 a.m., 6 o'clock I leave home. By the time I come home 7:38, and you see that, and you also consider that, like, okay, I got weekend, Saturday, Sunday. What actually Saturday, Sunday is, I still remember I used to sleep on the couch in the hall, putting the TV on, and I sleep there. That's it. That's my weekends. And then Sunday is all about laundry and buying groceries. I was in that loop. That's called as survival mode. I can't come out of it. And if I do something wrong in that, I think I can't meet my expenses. My mental health is gone because I struggle with finances, everything. And then if something happens to me, my family is left out with nothing. All they could say is Andrews was a senior most civil engineer. That's it. They don't get
We
anything.
work
They have
really
to start
hard.
everything from scratch. But being in this business, if I'm earning something and I'm also providing to my family, the place where I stop there, my wife can take over or my kid can take over when they grow up, when she grows up. So it's basically I'm building that thing
Legacy.
where I can legacy and then give it to them. And then when I'm not there, they are still secure. They have a choice what to do next.
Yeah.
So
Awesome. Great points, Andrews. Thank you,
Ju-
Sam.
just the
Yeah.
last, I think it reminded me of a lyric from a song. It says, uh, we were made for more than just surviving, but we were made to thrive. So we were we're not made for we were not made to survive, but to thrive is what I'd say. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Great. Thank you. Yes, we were not made to just survive. We are meant to thrive. We are meant to live our life, right? And you are meant to see like what actual life looks like, right? Don't be stuck in that survival mode. I'm sure it is not easy to come out of it, but you have to come out of it slowly, right? You have to look at other opportunities which can get you out of it, right? Like how we saw it, most of us here, we've seen different people sharing this opportunity, but we didn't take that action sooner, right? But if you're looking at this and if you have been looking at us chat about different things here, and if you feel that okay, I should give it a try, don't delay it, right? Give yourself another chance. Give this a chance, give this a try, and see if this works for you, because this is a very good opportunity which can completely change your lifestyle. We can assure you that, right? If you think that you have the potential, even if you think that I don't think I can do it, give this a try and see if you can, right? Because most of us, we thought maybe I can't do it, but let me give it a try. That's what our thought was, and it has worked out for us, right? And it will surely work out for you too, because of the support you get from the community. We have people from different parts of the world who are supporting you, who are successful already, and they tell you how to do it, right? So you are not left alone here. And if you think you need that change, even if you think, I don't think I have the potential, come and try it out, and you will see that you can do it. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining today, and we'll connect again in another chat. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye bye.